Of Wichita's visually impaired community are speaking out about some of the city's crosswalks. Some are pushing for more accessible crossing signals that give an audible sign to cross, but those aren't being built at the moment.
Brock Wilson talks with some people who say they are tired of the city making excuses.
When I cross a busy street in downtown Wichita, I simply press the crosswalk button and wait for the signal. But for the visually impaired, it's not that easy.
Well, it often depends on environment.
Tom Page is a member of the National Federation of the Blind.
The type of skills training that I was able to acquire really encouraged me to disregard the APS signals and listen to traffic.
He's talking about audible pedestrian signals, which give an audible cue to cross the street. Even though he's been taught not to listen to it, sometimes he needs it.
Construction nearby, certain types of traffic circle or roundabout, sometimes just noisy street traffic makes the APS the preferred method.
With the city of Wichita converting several streets downtown, many visually impaired individuals have questioned why the city isn't installing APS signals.
Some of the things that are at question here, in particular to the accessibility of the traffic signals, is not a federal requirement at this time.
Wichita Public Works Director Gary Jansen says right now the city's not required to install APS signals. Also,
there's a very significant cost associated with implementation of these signals, and they've been very unreliable in trying to maintain.
But that doesn't sit well with visually impaired individuals like Charlie Wilkes.
The city needs to practice ownership and do their jobs for really not an insignificant portion of their population.
And Allison Rotes even says they don't need APS signals at all crosswalks.
Just the ones that are a little bit noisier, a little bit busier.
But it's not just audible crossing signals. Tom says crosswalks need to be more accessible in general, which will help everyone.
Having this infrastructure done right creates the ability for business to flourish. And so I think at this time where we're looking at an urban renewal and a big development in downtown, this is not the time to cut corners.
In Wichita, Brock Wilson, 12 News.